know about that vlogging life, bruh. To the point that I'm doing it like all the time now. It's kind of scary the amount of times that I physically pull the camera out and start talking to myself. But that's what is this. Look, we're outside. Hey, look, my car is actually in my backyard, which is awesome. So I can give you guys a small, I know it's super dark in here and I super apologize, but if I reach down here now, hit the new lever, or new switch. Hold on, I forget what way. Is it that way? No, it's this way. Oh, right. Never mind. Totally forgot that I disconnected everything. But hey, good news is I put a new switch in and redid my grounds on my car and rewired some other stuff that I possibly forgot to wire up. Not to make myself sound dumb, it was just an illumination wire, so it made it bright. Fanciness. And it came on. The radio actually plays music and stuff, but I have it disconnected from the battery, and that's why I wouldn't play this then. But so yeah, so then I I hooked my sub up. And hold that thought. I need a screwdriver. Hey, I never left. So yeah, so awesome life of Matt Freeman. Oops, I forgot that it can only go so far. So we're gonna have to disappear for a second here. But I wired up everything. Like I said, radio came on, worked. It was just fine and dandy. But, so then I remembered that my sub didn't have power to it either whenever I was actually trying to get it to play. Even though the first time when it failed, for the radio not coming on, the amp should have still had power, so it should have still came on, because I hadn't hooked up the remote wire. Some of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but yeah, so it's a wire that possibly turns the sub on when the amp on when the radio comes on. Pretty much allowing the amplifier to know, like, hey, you have power all the time, but this is the time where you need to come on, and this is when you need to come off. And so I didn't have that hooked up, which would mean that the amp thinks that it should be on all the time, so it should have just came on, but it didn't, which meant that it also obviously was having some form of an issue. So since I had the radio working and I knew it worked, I backed my car around the opposite way, the way it's actually sitting now. And I started fucking with this, and I realized as soon as I got in the car, which, don't get me wrong, this wasn't like I'm saying like, oh god damn it, because I much rather it be this than anything, but here the ground wire had slipped out. Disconnected the power and everything from the battery so I didn't shock my shelf. Rehooked up the ground. Plugged it in, and my amplifier turned on, and man, I was excited as a motherfucker. I was jumping up and down, screaming and shit in the middle of the backyard and having a good old time. Unfortunately, though, now my amplifier is screwed up, and now that's what I'm doing, is removing the amp from the sub box so I can hopefully maybe take it apart tonight and fix it. If not, I have to buy a new one, which is really shitty, being as it's the most expensive part of any sub build. And mine's fucked up. This one was a $900 one, and I'm not trying to spend that money again. So, we are currently going to be removing this. Look at that awesome drill. Sorry. Oh, I shouldn't have put it. No, it's fine. And gonna let my electronic expertise kick in play here. Hopefully be able to take this bad boy apart. Actually get it to work would be amazing, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't work on amplifiers this big. I've only ever worked on small things. So if I did get this thing to work, that would be fucking amazing. Fortunately, I have 2 other amplifiers in my trunk that I can, or in my back seat, I can use for scrap parts I got from a friend of mine that actually wanted me to fix them if I could, but I couldn't because they were way fucked beyond fixable. But guess what? They still have parts on them. So this is it. It's black, as you can see. No, it's not really black at all, but it's just too dark. Too fucking dark. You can come into the light with me. Hey, there's my amp. That's being a bitch. A good old infinity there. Yeah, so that was that. I know this video wasn't super informative, but you know, like I said, just want to bring you along the adventure of what I've been doing all night with my car in my backyard. And sorry, for some reason I think like horror movie every time I do that. But now I'm in my garage, which, you know, you've seen from time to time. Normally you just see a wooden wall. There's a light, so you can actually see me right now. Now you can't. I lied. But yeah, you know, like I said, just bringing you along for the ride, the adventure of hanging out with me on a Monday night because I have no life and no friends. And tomorrow I have a friend, even though, you know, but have a friend coming over to work on his head unit. Hopefully try to get it working because it's got a screen in the head unit itself, even though I am quite beautiful when it comes to wiring pretty much anything electronical, really, at top. But subs in particular I'm really good at, and people come to me for it, and normally I can do it, but those head units with the screens in it screw me up because it's really confusing. So I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go sit down and try to relax, enjoy somewhat of my night before I have to go to bed here in a few hours. So hope you liked this video. If you did, like would be appreciated. Come on these adventures with me some more, maybe when I'm actually doing stuff and it's actually light out, because I decided to record when it's getting dark because I'm smart like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is like a filter. Like, these are like shots. Like, I'm gonna take still shots of that. That's why I was doing that. It's just, I don't know why, but this shimmer right here is like godly. Like, alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.